Greetings, Enchantress. It is I, Shane, and I have been spending a lifetime doing self-sabotage. Have you? And what I put together, because in the VIP groups that I run, I see self-sabotage a lot and I relate to it because it's something that we do. We're almost trained to do self-sabotage because when you go to school, you are forced to do things that don't feel good. Like whatever insert your subject is, like math homework. Ugh, that was mine. And so the punishment is get more of it. And that kind of sucks. So of course you don't do it because it sucks. And then another one is like get a job that you don't like. And then you show up late because you don't want to go. So I got really inspired to put together a list here of 9 different ways that we self-sabotage. And this is really helpful for any of the women that watch this, but also the women in my tribe who have paid for programs and don't show up, or bought the Fuck Your Fears playbook and then don't do it. And I am guilty of this myself. And I know that I need to learn one-on-one and have a group. And that's my favorite way of working with women, because that one-on-one accountability is everything. And it's actually really painful for me when I am working with a group and I don't have one-on-ones with people, because I see them flandering around and it's like, I just want time to support you, but I can't want it more than they do. And so I give you this list and I start off with a quote from a woman named Helene Lerner. And she says, we have the power inside to be great. It's so simple. We have the power inside to be great. So affirm that with yourself right now. I have the power inside to be great. It kind of reminds me of He-Man and She-Ra. I have the power inside me to be great. Woo! So that's something you can repeat out loud. And here's the 9 different ways. I wrote down little notes for myself. So the first one is no time for reflection. No time to digest or to share or to be aware, like, I did a great job. I'm amazing. I'm so proud of myself, whether it's a brag or a celebration or just a little treat for yourself, like having a cup of tea in your fine china or taking yourself out to dinner or getting a massage, but really allowing the time to share your success. If you don't share it, it turns to shit, as Mama Gina says. Number 2, holding back, not giving a full reveal, not telling somebody a full truth, not having the courage to fully step in to a project, keeping one foot out the door in your truth. Thinking you're going to be an artist, but not really doing anything about it. Number 3, dishonesty. And you might think it's dishonesty with others, but really dishonesty with yourself. So overcommitting to shit. Saying yes to things and then having to back out last minute. Saying no when you really mean yes, I want more, but letting guilt come in. Number 4, misunderstanding that you have amazing strengths, but that your weaknesses are also really worth knowing. And that's really powerful. If you know and own your weaknesses, you can delegate, you can get help, you can ask for help, you can ask for support. Number 5, worrying about being uncomfortable. Sisters, I can't say this enough. Getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. Getting comfortable. Just making sure Cooper's not attacking anybody. With the uncomfortable. Getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. Getting comfortable making others uncomfortable. Knowing that might happen. And having your tools, your power web, set in place so you know who you can reach out to for what. Number 6, thinking too small, not trusting yourself. When you think of your vision or you think of your desire, it's like 1 or 2 steps forward. It's not the bigger vision. You know, I got inspired to do this video from a magazine, Forbes, Millionaires, and how self-sabotage goes across the board from every race, every background, every color, every religion, every ethnicity, every economic status. We self-sabotage because we've been trained to do that. We've seen in the sisterhood wound, we've felt the comparison, the judgment, the compare and despair, in social media, in our commercials and marketing, that we've been told we're not enough. So we think small. I'm not ready yet. I need more school. I need another certification. And that's not to say like everyone go be in business, but how do you know if you don't invest in it, whether it's time, energy, or money? So when you think small, you think you're not good enough. You think like, let me just give myself a little pee. But meanwhile, you're giving out and nurturing everyone else with grand 5, 8-course meals, but you're giving yourself crumbs. Okay, number 7, disempowering other women. Now, I don't think we do a lot of that here in this enchanted world, but you know, you never know. Check in with yourself. Are you secretly jealous or envying somebody else's success? That, my dear, is lack and scarcity mentality. It's thinking like, oh, she has everything, so there's not enough for me. But actually bringing women up and being excited for them is permission for you to be excited for yourself. So just be aware of the times when you think like, oh, that fucking bitch, she has everything, or her life is perfect. We have no idea what's going on behind the scenes, but you can have what she can have. There's enough for everybody. Let's affirm that. There's enough abundance for everybody. Money, love, wealth, care, support, everything. Tea, crystals, earth. Number 8, isolating. Women self-sabotage by being alone, by figuring things out by yourself, by shutting the rest of the world out. I think this is the most popular one. And because I work mostly with men and women hiders, this is really obvious to me. Why? Because I'm a motherfucking hider. I hide, and I do it so well that no one even knows, except me. So getting that accountability with another sister, with another group, you know, in the Awkward Enchanted Coven, the abundance of women who are looking for accountability. Setting up a conversation with someone, there's bees coming into my house. And creating that accountability. Every Sunday night, 8:11 p.m., there's an accountability post, and you can write what you want to be accountable for. You know, sometimes I check back and see if you did it, but most of the time it's self-appointed accountability. First step. And the 9th one is holding back your desires, not even knowing your desires. Just giving and giving and taking care of others, and your desires being so small, like a roof over my head and a meal on the table. To me, that is survival mode. Knowing what you want personally, sexually, mentally, emotionally, professionally, business-wise, it's so crucial. But the only way you can know your desires is if you take care of yourself. You can't come up with desires from an empty ass cup. You need to treat yourself well so that your body doesn't have a fear of, where's my rent gonna come from? Who's gonna love me? Am I gonna be alone? Am I gonna be stuck forever? When you're in that place, there's no room for desires. Your body is too worried. It's in fight or flight mode. So I went through those 9 pretty quickly. I'd love to hear your feedback, and you can write in the comments below what numbers you are getting stuck on, 1 through 9. And maybe it's 1 and 7, maybe it's 5 and 9, maybe it's just isolating. And outing yourself is the first step to getting away from that. Now, if you're watching this video and you did purchase the Fuck Your Fears and Upgrade Your Shit playbook, now is the time to get started. No matter when you are watching this, no matter when you purchased it, it could have been 8 months ago, 2 weeks ago, today, get started. And the first step, which you know if you bought the playbook, is put the deadlines, I don't like the word deadline, put the due dates in your calendar. And it could be, look at pillar 1, boom, take 2 weeks, take a week, look at pillar 2. So creating dates for yourself so that you get it done. There's a couple of women that are doing amazing at it, and I am recognizing you. So bravo, brava to you. Don't get stuck self-sabotaging. And here's the thing, once you know you're self-sabotaging and once you out yourself with it, and I want to make up the word called why did I make it up? Self-sabotagery. Once you start your self-sabotagery, it's funny to say it now, you can't go back. You can stay parallel with yourself, but you can't go backwards. Once you share it, once you out yourself, then it's time to change a habit. So you can change the habit, or you can fully surrender. Give yourself another due date. So if isolating is yours, the way you self-sabotage, go into total isolation for 2 days. And then get out. Like, let people know, I'm going into isolation for 2 days. Can you check on me Sunday night? And so then you create accountability. If you need guidance or support or help in this, come over to the Awkward Enchanted Coven and share and ask for support. I'd love to share more about this and get into a dialogue. If you haven't already bought the Fuck Your Fears playbook, you can also do so in the Awkward Academy. All right, this is Enchantress Shane signing off. Have a great day and get away from the self-sabotagery. Okay, bye.